Hi, good evening. I'm Jenny from UMKCEE. Today I would like to present for research methodology. Okay, my research proposal is the topic are successful rate of the women entrepreneurship in Malaysia. This is our group assignment. Okay, for the first chapter, I'm Jenny Lam to present it. First, for these introductions, for the background and context, woman entrepreneurship may be defined as a woman or a group of women who initiate, organize, and to run a business concerns. Women entrepreneurs who are women who think of a business enterprise, initiate it, organize, and combine factor of the productions, operate the enterprise, and undertake risks and handle economic uncertainty involved in running it. In Malaysia, about 20% of the estimate registered total of more than 650,000 entrepreneurs are women, despite many of them being successful. Their actual potentials remain to the taps. Many reasons have to offer, ranging from social perceptions of the traditional roles of women as homemakers to the lack of equal opportunity made available to women, resulting in the market failure that prevent them from achieving their full potentials as successful as entrepreneurs. They have also been claims the women entrepreneurs supposedly lack confidence and stamina, placing more importance on a family's and work-life balance. The focus of this study is to determine the factors that influence successful women entrepreneurs in Malaysia. So, the problem of statement, the numbers 1.2 problem statement. The numbers of women entrepreneurs in Malaysia has increased in the past 3 decades due to emphasis on industrializations and growing interest in privatizations, self-employment, and business-oriented employments. The popularity of the business venturing steadily growing as the government of Malaysia seriously provide support and incentive so as the nation can reduce imports but increase export to create a more favorable economic growth. Several studies on genders support the views that a confident, innovative, and creative woman capable of achieving self-economic independence individually or in collaborations generates employment opportunity for others through initiating, establishing, and running the enterprise by keeping pace with her personal, families, and social life. Given that women wake up about 49% of the global populations with longer life expectancy than men, it is only imperative that their capabilities be honed and tapped for observed economy and socially benefits. Limited knowledge is one of the challenges that women entrepreneurs face. Empowering a woman with knowledge is just the beginnings of a long journey to business success. Life is a daily learning process where each day comes with new information. Unfortunately, women's access to this information and emerging knowledge is limited, although it could be a result of the competitive environments. Women take the extra step and seek relevance and practically informations. Very little is currently known about the relationship between an individual's social orientations and the economic context. To explore this in our research, we focus on an analysis of the social entrepreneur's profile considering different level of economic development. Specifically, we found that the genders, age, and education background characteristic of social entrepreneurs different depending of the stage of economic development of the country in which they reside and practice business. The proposed model address individual social demographic variables at the micro levels. Although the level of economic development is a macro available, it may also capture some individuals variables micro, such as individual welfare, individual incomes, and service availability. In addition, we use the economic development variables to define the social entrepreneur's profile of each particular country. We introduce economic development as a moderator variables to the extent that it enhances or attenuates the effects of the independence variable, family dimensions, age, and educations on entrepreneur social orientations. All of this allow us to suggest that entrepreneurial social orientation is primarily determined by gender, age, and education. In addition to a direct effects, these relationships are moderated by the country economic developments. So 1.3 research questions: how family dimensions can affect the successful rate of women entrepreneurship in Malaysia? How age can affect the how age can affect the successful rate of women entrepreneurship in Malaysia? 3, how education can affect the successful rate of women entrepreneurship in Malaysia? So 1.4 research objective. This investigates the factors that affects the successful rate of women entrepreneurship in Malaysia. 1.5 operational definitions. Independence variables such as successful rate of women entrepreneurship. Example, sample female entrepreneur. Independence variable number 1 by family dimensions. Independence variables number 2 by age. Independence variable number 3 by education. Thank you.
Good day, doctor and friends. I'm Tan Jen I, matrix number A18B005EP. Chapter 2, Literature Review. The determinants of women entrepreneurs' performance is vital for long-term stability of the economy as a whole. The involvement of women entrepreneurs in the entrepreneurial activities are contributed by many internal and external factors. Hassan and Mal Mubarak did a study in Bahrain on the factors that affect women entrepreneur performance and the challenges faced by the small and medium enterprises. The study also takes into consideration the effects of the opportunity recognition as a mediator in the relationship of factors affect women entrepreneurs' performance and women entrepreneurs' performance. From the study, they found that the industry characteristic, entrepreneurial goals and motivation, and legal factors are significant in affecting the women entrepreneurs' performance. In addition, the OR is found to mediate the EGM and industry characteristic. Lastly, the challenges faced by the SMEs are lack of access to capital, hard to get qualified laborers, work from home conflict, and low profit. Basically, to be successful, women entrepreneurs should learn from beginning phase when entrepreneurs face the challenges and be a risk-taker person. The reason for the successful women entrepreneurs are due to their personal qualities. The most important personal qualities required to become successful women entrepreneurs are self-reliance, exploit opportunity, innovative, creativity, willingness to take chances, personal drive, communication skills, people skills, web thinking, good negotiation skill, and possess can-do attitude in overcoming obstacles. Due to these qualities, they are capable to reach the targets and achieve their goal and successful. 2.1 Dependent variables. Dependent variable is the success factors of a women entrepreneur. The research has shown that successful entrepreneurs have large network of casual acquaintances that provides ideas, access to potential investors and customers. 2.2 Independent variables. 1. Independent variable. Number 1, family. One of the motivational factors of promoting successful women entrepreneur could be due to support of family members. The circle of family members that provide support and assistances varies according to the age groups of entrepreneurs themselves. As mentioned by Harris, and family support is extremely important and very much contribute to the molding of entrepreneurship interests, especially to start up any new business venturing. 2.3 Independent variables. 2 and dependence variable. Age. Age does not only condition the individual in regards into detecting social problems. The truth is that in addition, entrepreneurs must feel capable, a term dominated in the literature as perceived self-efficacy. In addition, it's also possible to find more argument in the literature that shows that age is determining factor in the individual's social orientation. Next, 2.4 Independent variables. 3 and dependent variables. Education. Upon the observation, women entrepreneurs can be classified into 3 psychological types: the need achievers, the pragmatic and managerial entrepreneurs. These entrepreneurs differ on their level of motivation for achieve and power. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, friend, teacher. Good evening. I am Lim Tech Chai, A18B0006EP. Chapter 3, Research Design and Method. Research Design. This research carried out to associate several dimensions that contribute the success factor of the woman entrepreneur in Malaysia. The framework in this study is based on the relations between family dimension, age, and education as an independent variable, while the success factor of a woman's entrepreneur in the Kelantan to be the dependent variable. An overview of the research framework is displayed in the diagram below. Family, age, education. Successfully rate of a woman entrepreneur in Malaysia. 3x2 Method and sources. In this study, questionnaires were used by the researcher as a method of gathering the required input. This method was employed because the questionnaire user cheaper to conduct relatively easily to administer because they are standardized and also relatively free from the several types of the error and is efficient way that the collecting information. A large number of the respondents, a set of the questionnaire administered at randomly to resident women entrepreneur in Malaysia. The respondents were required to complete all questions. Assistance was also given to the respondent, especially in the clarify the question. 3.3 Sampling. The populations that the research have chosen were respondent among the women entrepreneurs in the Malaysia with a total sample for 300 women entrepreneurs. The researchers used the purposive sampling technique in order to collect the data by distributing in the questionnaire personality to the owner of the business. Purposive sampling with it is basically non-probability in the natural thoughts may not be able to get efficient representativity of the element in the populations found be the best options for these studies, as is a very difficult and time consuming to get the desired respondent. Following the suggestions made by the Sutman, the minimum sample size between the 200 to the 500 is deemed to be the appropriate for these investigations. Thus, after several attempts, were able to collect 300 women entrepreneurs in respondent.
Hi, good day to all, Doctor and my group mates, Mr. Lim, Jen Ai, and Jin Yu. My name is Wong Chin Ngun. My metric ID is A18L0001EP. It's now my turn to read out my part of this presentation. Well, that is on the chapter 4 of this assignment. That is on the implication and contribution to knowledge. 4.1 Practical implication. The research consolidates the developments in the extant literature on the contribution of social entrepreneurship and may help government to improve development effective decision making, depending on the particular context. Previous research in this area has largely been based on case studies, and later on large survey in specific countries. This research method enhance the academic knowledge of a phenomenon, but do not enable the creation of generic causal inferences. This paper closed the gap with an empirical study with a large sample, enabling us to generalize the data obtained. In particular, our results corroborate the argument found in a related psychology literature. Biological variables such as an individual's gender and age influence a person's social orientation. Education level also conditions an individual with regard to becoming socially oriented. In addition, external variables also condition people's social orientation, as in the case of the economic development level of the country in which the individual lives. 4.2 Contribution to knowledge. This analysis was a contribution to the scarce literature on the social orientation of social entrepreneurs, using an empirical study that enabled the generalization of the result achieved. This research is expected to increase knowledge in the scientific field on the creation of social enterprises, encouraging further research on an individual's social orientation and on the issue that condition entrepreneurs. This research should also enhance knowledge